I just finished drinking the eggnog, so I figured I'd just take this thing and turn it into a little planter. So I had picked up a couple of bags of this at Tractor Supply. Wasn't quite sure exactly how it is. It says it's for all types of indoor and outdoor containers. Pots, planters, raised bed gardens. It's a little more coarse than what I had, for the other pots and things that I have in the house. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what it turns out to be. So I'm gonna take my little cup and I'm gonna start taking a few cupfuls of this potting soil that I've got, and I'm just going to start filling in the eggnog container. I didn't even worry about cleaning up the eggnog container because, hey, it just makes more compost. The eggnog or whatever's still in there will decompose and just add to my organic material. And I'm just going to fill her up. I've gotten to the point now to where I feel like I need to just use everything that I can. Old coffee containers from winter, from the Folgers coffee containers like I have inside, but also like cans from like vegetables or soups or mixed greens or whatever. I feel like I need to be utilizing all of those to get all my little plants started. I think that's good right there. So what I'm going to plant in this today are the the Marigolds. And these are the French double dwarf marigolds. I like the dwarf marigolds because they don't get real big. So it says the height on these goes from 6 to 10 inches tall. And one year, I made a huge mistake one year on buying marigolds. I didn't look at the package very well, and the ones that I'd gotten before turned out to be like 6 foot tall. So when they act like that, it kind of makes me think that maybe there's a predator around. I looked in the sky. I don't see anything in the sky. Well, I did see a buzzard, but these birds, they know what the buzzards are, and there've been a lot of buzzards around. So they're not really bothered by the buzzards. I'm looking around, I don't see any animal. I don't know. That guinea bird just can't figure out how to get through the fence or the gate. Oh well. Alright. I'm keeping an eye out. But back to my marigolds. They get the dwarf ones that grow 6 to 10 inches tall. If you don't look at the package correctly, you may end up with 6 foot tall marigolds. And I honestly don't want 6 foot tall marigolds. I want them to be small and compact. So I'm going to go ahead and open this package. Ooh, look how many are in there. Can you see them? A good bit, huh? Woohoo. That may be too much. Hang on. But anyway, these, you can tell, you want the dark part to go down into your dirt. So you just kind of like, just stick them down in there and leave that white part that's on top, just leave it above. You know, just kind of stick them down in there. You don't want them to go very far, because if they go too far, then they won't be able to find their way out of the dirt. So I just kind of like stick them in whichever way they decide to go in. And so I got several of them in here. I'll just get, I don't know, I think I've got like six or eight of them stuck in here. I'm just going to go with that. The rest of these I'm going to put back in the container. And yeah, there we go. I got tons of these things, but I'd like to get some started now so that I can have them ready to put out, you know, whenever I put the plants that I have growing in the house out in the gardens. I want to already have my marigolds coming on. And the reason I use the marigolds is because they deter, you know, the pests, you know, the insects that we don't want in the garden. Yet they are flowers, so they'll attract what? Honeybees, right? And that's what we want. We want the good insects, not the bad insects. So I've got this, and I think that I'll get this watered and just let it sit out in the sunshine. Let it do its thing. And we're going to have some really, really good weather this week. So I'm just going to set these here. And as I find more containers like this, I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll cut it like that and put some more dirt in it and more marigolds. All right. So wish me luck in my gardens.